Are you streaming? Yeah. Can I say hi?
Hey.
Where are you from?
Down the street.
Down the street. What are you streaming on?
YouTube.
YouTube. I used to stream on YouTube. I used to do it.
Awesome.
Shout out my channel, Prince Aladdin Live.
All right.
I don't use it anymore. I'm gonna come back on streaming on Kick.
Gotcha. All right.
How's your YouTube career going? Is it good?
It's going pretty good. I'm just using some new equipment and getting a mic complaint here.
Okay, you're in there.
See.
Very
See.
good. What's your name? Walking in LA. You know what? That's so funny because I think I follow him on YouTube. I really think I do. Yo, you look so familiar. Let me see. I literally think, because I follow whoever does Hollywood stuff. What was it? Walking in LA?
Walking underscore in
Walking
underscore
underscore.
The deadly
Walking
underscore.
in LA right here.
Awesome.
No, I'm not subscribed, but I got you now. I subscribed.
Yeah.
This is my channel.
Let's show it.
Right here. I only got 3.5, but look at my views.
All right. It's more than I have.
My career high on making money was $12,900 from a check off YouTube.
That's pretty excellent.
That was back in the day, though.
Haven't
And then
gotten there yet.
donations. I made over $39,000 in donations from my career.
Pretty awesome.
So they would send me to travel and content, like meaning just to show them around. And you know what you're doing. That's your channel. Walking in LA.
Exactly.
Bro. You know what you're doing. My name's Aladdin. If you ever want to talk, chat, chill, I'm right here.
Check. I've always walked down the street.
Nice to meet you. Walking in LA.
Aladdin. All right. Former YouTuber. Okay, hi. The sound. All right. Wait. I didn't move at all. My voice? All right, well. We should be all right. I'm using a brand new gimbal today, which is kind of nice. I'm sending the M7 back. They're going to replace it. I was gonna live stream yesterday downtown Hollywood Boulevard. Not sure if the mic is connected, but we can hear you. All right, hold on for 1 minute. Lucky thing is I have nowhere to put this down, but this thing covered with spit. Sorry. Alright, so the mic is totally plugged in. It did not say it became unconnected. I just wish I had a flat surface that... No, I don't think the mic ever turned on somehow. So here we go. Let me give this one more shot. And there we go. Let me turn the... And that should do the trick. All right. Boom. Welcome. Woo! Fresh start. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for putting up with a little crapola in the beginning. Hey Will, how did everything go for you yesterday? How are you doing? I was gonna text you yesterday, but I kind of thought you might be a little pooped. Yeah, the gimbal is really nice. It's kind of more discreet also. The other one looked like, I don't want to be in this picture or take this picture. The other one kind of looked like, this one is more hideable. The other one was like 5 inches longer. So we're gonna test this today. We're still gonna get the other one. I feel like it had a sort of more cinematic sweep to it. So I came down here yesterday at about 12 something. Still working on my members video. I wanted to get a few extra shots, and then I thought I would live stream, and my gimbal, the M7, just kept drooping. I would check it. Got 11 seconds to cross the street. I am not trying to walk in the sun. And then I kind of gave up. I still shot some of the members video handheld. I hate handheld. My hands are not steady. I'm glad it worked for you. I'm glad it's working for you. I'm always glad when someone got a good rest. I kind of woke up really early yesterday morning. I think like 3:30 or 4 o'clock for just no reason, and I was wide awake, so I kind of gave into it. Hey, Osgay! Happy Wednesday. I'm testing a new gimbal today. You would never know it. It's like 2 pounds lighter. I'm gonna lose my gimbal bicep. But that's all right. We one time ate at that pizza place and the guy was just bizarre. He asked us where we were from, and when we told him down the street, that's what I always say, I literally live down the street. It's a mile and a half or 2 or so, but I live down the street. We definitely missed you on the last stream and wondered about you. But they were shaky because I think the gimbal was starting its down the slow road to failure. So I will say, if this gimbal works out, we're gonna try to stream for an hour today. I'm feeling the motors, making sure nothing is too hot. I actually might do more pop-ups because it's totally like carryable. Like it fits in a purse or a man bag. And it seems to be handling the old Pro Max just fine. How's the picture? Any jiggles? They can always read about that. I think we all are happy to hear you're doing well. And I'm just babbling about a gimbal, which is probably the least important thing. My gimbal finger has a permanent callus on it. Had I ever shown it to you guys? Sorry. It's literally not the nicest finger ever, but it's got like now a bump from holding the heavier gimbal. This one kind of hits, as the kids say, this one kind of hits different. Also, it's super light. I'm super excited actually. I both hate Amazon and love Amazon. I love Amazon because they delivered this yesterday afternoon when I needed it most. I dislike Amazon for the obvious reasons. This does tend to, I'm just feeling the motor. Hey, mountain bike fan, happy Wednesday. So, super excited. There's a train show in Union Station on Sunday, and that's actually why we're going to go to Union Station. We're also going to go to Olvera and the surrounding area on, did I say Sunday? I mean Saturday. I already put the page up. Hey, Mark. Hey, let me take a second to thank my members before we go too far. I did notice that on the last stream, somebody's names got merged, so I apologize. I'm not going to point them out. You'll have to go back and watch. When I saw it, I was wholeheartedly embarrassed, though.
Building a nunnery.
I love Olvera Street. I really love it. It reminds me somehow of when I first moved here. When I first moved here, my friends, I probably told this story a gazillion times, my friends had a house in Fontana. They moved from the East Coast. Their parents lived in Huntington Beach. And, you know, their parents bought them a house in Fontana, like a new house. Let's just walk in the shade and look at the Kobe mural for a second. So, when I moved here from Boston, I was supposed to move in with a friend of mine who decided at the last minute not to move to Los Angeles from San Francisco, and she stayed there, and I already gave up my apartment. Short story long, so I moved in with my friend and worked in Beverly Hills. It was not the best of both worlds. I took the train a lot. I want to go into this parking lot. Or maybe not today, it's so busy. This parking lot has some of the best graffiti ever. Yeah, you know, I was the unfortunate among a lot of fortunate people growing up, I think. I don't, whatever, like, oh yeah, we're gonna walk in here. I don't begrudge them. I'm okay with that, like different paths. This is what I chose before I decided to be born. Kidding, but you know what I mean. Money's not everything. Anyway, 50 miles from LA might as well be like Nevada to drive to work. Of course, the commute was terrible. 50 miles-ish it would take me an hour and a half to 3 hours, which meant this changes so often. I have so many pictures of this. Sorry, this is going to be abrupt, but I love it. How can I get the most out of this? I'm already zoomed out. Do we have any mats here? Because this is Matt's world. I just don't want them to think I'm breaking into cars or anything. Matt's world. You know I can't read all the names. RDB. PDB. PDB. I will share you guys a video. I'm so terrible at remembering names, but there's a guy who also walked back here, and he's really good with graffiti. He explains it all. LA Unknown has sent me some pretty great stuff. Kale. Oh, don't be sorry. Right, it is Matt's world. I'm glad you saw that. Your name must be Matt, whoever you are. One more time, a shout out to all the Matts in the world. My nephew's named Matt. I think Joe has a brother named Matt. I could be wrong. All right, LA Unknown, you got another one to read. We need LA Unknown to translate that one. The purple one. And then that one. MTA kills. The Massachusetts Transit Authority. How about the silver one? I'll get a little closer. A big shout out to LA Unknown. I'm joking about the Massachusetts Transit Authority. Germ. I kind of love the Germ. Rest in peace, Germ. Alright. Okay. This looks like something chem. CAHKEM. Oh my gosh. Look, kids are so creative. I feel so stupid that I cannot figure these out. Alright, we'll come back to that one. I know. I can read. Kraken? Crackem? Alright. But I really appreciate your spirit here. Believe it or not, it's all boarded up, but there's like a crazy courtyard in there. I'm gonna come back and look at these later. Casket. Oh, let me go back and look at it. That's probably why I like Hope so much. It's really plain. Okay, so you know why now I see casket, and you know why I see casket? Because I wasn't looking at the great part. It's totally there. I apologize. Well, I will tell you, I have pictures from the couple months ago when I was here, and they're totally different. There were way more like kooky characters. I don't know what I mean by that, but like more of this kind of stuff. Sorry, we're gonna get out of the sun. My weak network. This stuff is so beautiful to me that it literally is art. These buildings, I think some of them are like, the Crest building is not used, so who cares what anybody's doing back here. This makes it more fun to park here. Those buildings must be occupied, the ones that are still white. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. I think the time that I came here, there was nobody actually parked here. So even, like, this stuff is also awesome behind the cars. I don't want to, like, keep going in between cars and get the guy in the guard booth to think that I'm stealing somebody's CDs from their visor. So we're behind the Crest building on Hollywood Boulevard. We're gonna head back up to Hollywood Boulevard. Thank you guys for joining today. We are moving more in a more lithe fashion through the city with my 2-pound lighter gimbal. It's amazing work. I always wanted to learn how to do something like that. It's like, I love typography and fonts for real. I always kind of wanted to do something like that. And also, do you remember, this is definitely an old thing, but do you remember on the electric company when they would have a guy and they would do a number, or maybe it was Sesame Street, but I feel like it was the electric company, and they would get a paintbrush and like paint the number out, and it would be just like a perfect 6. My favorite font. I like really boring stuff here. I like Arial. I like Garamond. I also like, but I would never ever use it, there is a font for like Write, you know, and I really love that font set. I'm gonna look it up. It might have been Zoom. I feel like it. I'm gonna check my 30 frames per second. Also, you know, like in the olden days, again, these are really olden days, when the markets would have hand-painted signs, like poster paint on white poster board. We got 5G there. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna just check. I'm afraid that the 60 frames per minute would throttle us hardcore. I'm at either 24 or 30 right now, just so I can get it to 1080p. I have no idea what it looks like though. Maybe I could check my... It's been... I think in some respects the newer iPhone is too advanced for Prism, so I've been kind of researching other apps that I could use. And the best app out there doesn't have a chat in it. It's a really stripped down version. But I would have to walk around with my phone in my hand, like to read the chat. Which I'm not so good at, but I'm doing it right now. Well, hi. Hi again. And hi again. All right. I thought I did hear a little beeping. Interesting. All right. I can't really... Hey, thank you so much. Big hearts. Thank you so much. Let me firework ya. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna firework you. I gotta wait for them to load up. I never realized they were contingent on my connection. I thought they were stored on the phone. Every time I stop to like try to fix something, I'm like focused on somebody and I don't realize it. Thank you so much, Gussid. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try. There we go. Woo! Thank you so much. We really do appreciate the support. I was watching Roy Explorers in San Francisco and super jealous that he was out that early in the morning. It looked really lovely. And I, of course, snuck a peek at what he was using. And he's using Moblin. My issue with Moblin, I think it's really stripped down. It's perfect for iOS, I think. I'll check it out. There was some reason why I wasn't interested. But there's one that provides really awesome lyrics, really awesome picture quality and control over the camera. But I would have to like use a second phone for a chat, or I would have to get, I don't know, somebody to develop a chat frame for it. But the picture looked really awesome. Ooh, someone's playing your song. Woohoo! Okay, except for that one little trippy moment, and I think I might have hit a button with my finger. That's why the gimbal just spun around. This is pretty easy to use. You are number one. Hey! Welcome, Al and Kathleen. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're happy to see you. We're just walking Hollywood Boulevard. Trying to stay on the shady side of the street. Testing out this new Hohem gimbal. the X3. Happy to show you around. So we usually live stream Thursday through Sunday, but we've been pulling a couple extra shifts this week, so to speak. My gosh, thank you so much, Ghosted. More fireworks. I don't see that on my screen, but we got Joe watching that. So we got a special emoji for you, which is, huh? How cute is that? Thank you. It felt like Christmas. Really. Also, kitties. We know you love kitties. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Oh my god, the person behind me must have been like, what kind of douche is that saying, I know you like kitties into your phone? But I know you like kitties. See? He was looking at me like I was talking to myself. Well, we love kitties and puppies. So usually, thank you so much for joining. We're usually live streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be live streaming Thursday. We'll probably get a snack. Not really sure where we're headed. I have a couple ideas. It just depends on the rain. They say it never rains in Southern California, but tomorrow it might. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I unfortunately broke my giant golf umbrella, so I might have to pick one up at the store. Hopefully they didn't go up in price. Right? I remember the olden days when they would run rampant, inviting you to a free movie. But the movie was never free. The cost? Your soul. They give me looks. They don't shut the door on me though. Hey, how's it going? They don't shut the door on me, Dan. But they do give me looks. Hollywood Boulevard's always been attractive to cults. Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening up here. I wonder if someone's getting a star. A star.
She just loves you. God loves you.
No worries. Someone just stepped on the heel of my shoe, which is fine. I was kind of walking like a DB. And by kind of, I mean I was doing a really weird cross. I feel like I have to keep adjusting this thing up because I haven't programmed the buttons the way I want them to. Hang tight. I did program one of them to move really slow. Perhaps too slow. Alright, there we go. A guy I kind of probably stepped a little in front of. It was an honest mistake. One day Joe and I were crossing the street here and somebody did it on purpose. They were looking for trouble. Not not good trouble. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness gracious. I really am not trying to film those ladies. Sorry. Oh, it was
Test drive a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Cybertruck.
the sort of cults and weird stuff started long before Manson. In Los Angeles. I'm gonna go in the shade. Oh, what's this? Hokey LA, and they've locked up Muhammad Ali's star for that. I need to get myself more through LA County though. We tend to revisit the same places over and over again. There's a store called Charcoal World. It caught my eye. But you know, they're always changing. So we're going to collect our Oscar now. And my shoelace is untied, I can feel it. Hey, Jesus. Okay. I just want to tie my shoe. Alright, I'm going to sit at the least. I'm going to sit by the Skittles machine. I get it. Like, I would beg my mother for these Skittles. For sure. But it's $8. It's not even like a share size bag, I don't think. They're excited by the Skittles machine. Hey, JC Loop. Shoe all tied. Oh my gosh, remember the time we went downtown to get mochi ice cream? We didn't even have to. And then Candy Monster. I'm not at all interested in Candy Monster. I'm only vaguely interested in the Skittles machine. Maybe I can put it on a firm. Let's see. Joking. Start here. Okay, 3 flavors, $8. It's literally 5 ounces of Skittles. Can somebody look up how many ounces of Skittles you get in like a regular bag? It seems crazy. I think the only candy I would be willing to pay $8 for is some kind of crazy M&M machine. Or, hey Carriopolis, happy Wednesday. Or the Sprinkles cupcake machine. The cupcakes come every day fresh. They're just pretty small cupcakes, but delicious. A cotton candy? Whoa. And then, I don't get this. The Mr. Monopoly photo booth. Look at that slow pan up. I have to say the sprinkles are pretty good cupcakes. They're just little cupcakes. There was another store, Magnolia Bakery, that had cupcakes, and the cupcakes were like the size of my head. But I feel like Sprinkles is local also, Beverly Hills. in person. Do you see the Monopoly Man in person? Oh, and a regular Skittles bag, I don't even know, is like $2.50. I think that's what a candy bar costs nowadays, $2.50 or something like that. Let's go see the Hollywood sign. We can't go back through here quite the same way we used to because they've got a tequila bar, but I think you get a better view up here. Dia de los Muertes coming very soon. I know that Cecilia had requested we do a Dia de los Muertes event. We are gonna do one. I don't know that we'd be able to $1.59. Thanks, Dennis. If it had, I wasn't really like surveying that machine. Maybe it's more about paying for the experience of selecting your own Skittles like Zsa Zsa Gabor would do, or oh, yes, the Mr. Peanut does have a monocle. I just remember the Monopoly Man with the monocle. That's what I feel like. The last time I got like a Snickers, it was kind of ridiculously expensive, or a Twix. I feel like a candy bar should be under $1. But that's just me. You know, I'm more familiar with the work of Eva Gabor. Whoops. I can't stop sneezing, and all these tourists have come over. This looks like a poster that could have been here in like the 1970s. That's what I remember about Zsa Zsa. I just remember Eva Gabor, right? She was the actress in the family. Oh, Arnold! I can't do her accent without sounding like... Alright, we're gonna get out of here while this lady poses. We saw the Hollywood sign. And there's Ovation. We have no need to go down there again. LA loves a good cement park patch. In a city with so few trees, you would think that they would. I would say the gimbal's doing all right. I did. Oh, JC, I'm using a new gimbal today, a smaller gimbal from the Hohem family. I'm sending the normal gimbal back. And this one is kind of nice. It's light. It really has everything that I need except a way to charge. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. I can't do that high of a voice in public. They need trees, right? Or some kind of like shade sails or something. It's a lovely space, really, with a lot of places. There are a lot of places over here to like park your fanny if you want to and kind of look at something. And even better, if you're on a budget, you could go to 7-Eleven and get whatever and sit out here and eat it. Maybe not outside of Johnny Rockets, but I'm not sure. I think that's a lot of tech stuck into a thing with a handle. I think the other gimbal, I probably just use it way more than it was meant to be used. And then I also think that I have a heavy phone that I have a receiver on. So this gimbal is pretty good. I do notice I unfortunately didn't balance it right before I came on, but a couple minutes before, and I do notice it's like I have to keep correcting it, like from going down. We never go up here because it's too high and I'm afraid, and the balcony is so low. I'm already feeling sick or scared. But hey, we'll be up here until someone kicks us out. Which isn't... Ugh. What an amazing view, actually. I just really can't bring myself to get near the edge, though. But I am, just for you. All right. There are a couple more restaurants up here. See, the gimbal like kind of tilts down. I just have to like fix that. So other than that, I love this gimbal. It's super, super duper duper light. I also cannot go down on that escalator because it hangs out over the side. Oh my gosh, yeah, I hate them. So if these people... I absolutely hate them. My shoes are always untied. I could just easily sail over the side. Take that, Dr. Seuss. Also, I'm watching a screen that's a couple seconds behind where I actually am. Kind of gives you a sense of vertigo. So sometimes I'm more afraid than others. I don't know. This is up very high, but it's also like a super lovely wide space to be in. There's nothing to be afraid of. I get really tense. I don't have a lot of, anxiety problems, but I just get really intense feelings when I'm up high. Not right now, because I have a roof over me. Alright. I hate this escalator. No one needs a view all the way down, right? I don't. Oh, it's too slow. You're not going to get the full scary. There is an even higher level. It's cordoned off for my protection. And thank goodness for that. No, I didn't watch San Andreas. So there's something down there too, but we walk by that all the time. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I love me a California roll. I like California roll, a dynamite roll, a Scorpio or scorpion roll. And let's go out the front. I hate escalators too. Have you ever seen a wooden escalator? That's the scariest kind of escalator. I always kind of get freaked out when people put their dogs on an escalator because they're like little dog claw could get caught in it. I used to be terrified of escalators when I was a kid. In fact, there's a department store my mom and I used to go to, and I would make her take the elevator or the stairs, which I was also kind of afraid of elevators as well. Totally different reason though. Hey, Wazawa. You're always giving GTA vibes. Our goal is perfect ray tracing for all of our streams. I love me a good pair of loafers. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't graduated to slip-on sneakers yet. I hear they're all the rage. I see lots of commercials for them. Mostly Skechers. I've never owned a pair of Skechers. So we usually love to go to Man's when we come down here and see if we can find Fluffy, who was able to plant his feet and hands in cement. However, they've never put them out after the curing process. I guess sometimes they cycle in and out. Looks like they're setting up for a premiere of him. Hey, JC Loop. Have a awesome day. Thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure to see you. So can I walk through here?
$9.99. $9.99 hoodies available today. That's right.
Oh my gosh, you guys. You never know. I don't know what him is. Oh, a football movie? It's only in theaters. $5 hat. I kind of need a new hat.
Enjoy your day,
Hey,
man.
you enjoy your day too.
Thank
Stay
you so
cool.
much. I appreciate that.
All right. I don't know how he can stand out there and be so cheery with a super happy voice. He should be in a. You guys, that was Norma Canas. You saw it here right on Hollywood Boulevard. Norma Canas got her star today. I love how she still put her hands on the sidewalk. All right, I'm kind of walking up here because again, I need to tie my shoe. I'm kind of excited for that new comedy with The Rock in it. I'm joking. They're really going hard on that new movie with The Rock in it, though. I'm not fan of The Rock, but I'm not a fan of The Rock either. He serves a purpose in the action hero kind of genre. But they're all like, I would not put my hands on the floor of that either. And I love Hollywood. All right, we're gonna check out Me tying my shoe. ASMR. Oh, hopefully I don't have any hair. Okay. It's really funny, both of my shoes are tied. I didn't even look down. Hey, Ricky! Happy Thursday. We're just like a little impromptu stream through Hollywood on a Wednesday, testing out a little bit of new equipment. All right, I'm gonna go back down here, go right, and then we'll cross the street back to the shady side and do a big loop. Oh, it's Wednesday. You scared me. Or, right? Or did I confuse you because I'm streaming on a Wednesday and I usually don't start till Thursday? Just, for this week. We're gonna take next week off, so I'm almost tempted, not next week, but like the next weekend off, because we're gonna be somewhere where no signal for 2 days. So we're going camping, and we're not gonna buy a blow-up tent. Everything, all the ads are enormous. Oh wait, the ad on YouTube? I try to have them cut a little so there are not too many ads. I just got a blast of cold air from Marshall's. It smelled like perfume and department store, kind of a nostalgic moment. Oh, gotcha. It's okay. I frequently say happy whatever, and it's the wrong day. Sorry, I don't want these people to think I'm looking at them. There used to be, and no matter what I do. All right, I'm getting a tarot reading, which I was not trying to film. This gear works the opposite of my old gimbal, so I keep meaning to go up when I go down. I wish Joe had come so we could go to Mashti's. We are going to go to Ghirardelli. Not today. I understand, Ricky. I really do confuse days constantly. I try to have a schedule to do this, which is why I'm always like, I'm going to stream this day, this day, this day, and this day. But inevitably, I didn't have that much to do today. I got a brand new gimbal. Here I am. It's something I feel like I can't really do on my own. And Joe's not with me. I love walking in LA by myself on the stream. It's pretty awesome. I do love when Joe comes with me also. Great to spend time together. Also, makes it easier to get things sometimes, but mostly just to spend time together. But like when there's two of us, one can run in. We've got a lot of Mickeys on the Boulevard today. One of us can run in and get the food, and yes, it is called the X3. It costs $51.99 or thereabouts. We got it because I have loved using that other gimbal despite its little weird issues for the past couple months. And it was $51.99, and it could get there. Like, the gimbal totally shit the bed yesterday, so this was able to be delivered by 10 o'clock last night. I mean, it got there at like 5. Oh, please do. That would be awesome. I would love to see more of her stuff. We did see her. We've seen her twice at the DTLA Art Night Walk. She is definitely one of my favorites. Hey, Dora. Do we have a Genesis? No, we're PlayStation kids. I kind of like seeing the Mickey that is in turquoise. Oh, here's what we were just behind. Oh, it's more. Oh my goodness. I feel bad. I just walked through there. A tourist shot. The Mickey in turquoise, this is where the Hooters used to be. I'm really wearing, like, I need to do laundry clothes. So I hope you don't get to see my reflection today. So thank you guys so much for joining. While I have a really awesome signal, I do want to give a shout out to my members. If anybody sees their name spelled wrong, I'm sorry, let me know. Leave a comment. And if it's your first time here, we'll just go ahead and do this right now. Please feel free to do any one of those things. Also, we're accepting hypes if anybody wants to hype. Whatever that means. Oh, Dora. There's always hope. Hey, Michael. Oh my gosh. Come on, Joe, do you want to come down here? Look, they've got the Dubai chocolate sundae. I think, you know, a lot of times I can understand the sentiment of not feeling hope. But I try not to dwell when I get those feelings. Oh, look, it's Similandia. I really don't know what this is. Simi Valley? They're Legos. Hey! Hey! What a cutie. Friendly little guy. So I've never had anything that is Dubai chocolate. So I kind of almost feel like 7-Eleven sells a Dubai chocolate bar right on the counter. I almost feel like I should try a Dubai chocolate bar before I try the sundae. Except we've had from Paradise downtown, they had Dubai chocolate ice cream that was pretty good. Also, I think IHOP in September had a Dubai pancake stack. You can see my awesome child's shirt that I'm wearing. Sorry, Joe. So I'm gonna start to make my way back to Vine right now. And we've got about 30 minutes or so of stream. I really want to wrap up my members video in the next couple days. We will be live streaming tomorrow as a just friendly reminder if I didn't say that 18 times. And Friday and Saturday downtown at the train show. You guys, you members have been to Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum and the Wax Museum. I really want to go to the television and TV museum, not the television and the TV museum, the Hollywood Museum around the corner at the old Max Factor building. I wrote to them and asked, of course I asked if I could pay the fare and blah blah blue, and they wrote back to me, and I wrote back to them, and then they never wrote back to me again. Probably once they saw I had only probably like 1,600 followers or something like that. All I want to do really though is just walk through. Whoa. Whoa. You know, it blows air out at your legs, which just shocked me. Hey, Rob. You know what's really crazy is I just lost the chat for a couple seconds. I was way behind. It feels like it's 90, but I'm on the shady side of the street. Way nicer. There are a lot of people down here for a Wednesday, but I'm more surprised by the amount of kids or people that look like they should be in some form of school. I kind of want to go that way, but it's too late to try to cross the street here. Oh my gosh. Check out this billboard for a perfect song. Let's put the Christ back in Christmas by the Boys. Maybe they're here on a field trip. Or maybe just everyone looks young enough to be in school to me.
Hollywood sign, then Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hills, Bel Air, then Rodeo Drive, which is in Beverly Hills, then Sunset Strip.
Anyways, I will say we took it had to be a video, not a live stream, unfortunately. We took one of those tours, and the cheaper ones, I feel like you get in them. Not everything they tell you is correct. Or maybe not correct at the time you're on the tour. But you get to see the city for like, I don't know, $45. Go all over the city. And then you can kind of put it together later when you want to go explore stuff. I kind of love a good tour bus. I know it's tacky and old-fashioned, but oh my gosh, yes, please give us an old like, subscribe, chat, maybe a hype. Make our day and let the algorithm know that somebody out there likes us. Tell me if that doesn't disappear. It disappears. Good. All right. RuPaul's Drag Race, Spain. This is the RuPaul Theater. That's a skateboarder. There's a whole shop. You can get your RuPaulables. I knew I wasn't all the way out. Sorry. I think I've been zoomed in for most of this. Not fully zoomed in, but partially zoomed in. It's kind of crazy how many streaming services there are, and Peacock. Let me know, which wig are you? This place has been here since 1969. This one actually looks the most like my hair, except my hairline's not that low. Hey, Bob. Oh, Bob Redford. Or Robert Redford passed the other day. Kind of an icon. Definitely an icon. They do have dispensaries. I think they have a hard time staying open in this area because it's tourist, the rent is high, and I feel like the industry, the pot is taxed so heavily that they don't make much of a profit. So you probably could find a dispensary over here. I feel like the Pineapple Express used to be over here, but I don't know if that's still open. We walk by it on the way to Capitol Records sometimes. But they were really, really expensive. And then there's another place on Cahuenga that I think we went to a gay pride event on Hollywood Boulevard. First gay pride parade ever was in Hollywood. And they gave us, hey, how was you? How was you? I can't talk sometimes. They gave us like a coupon to, maybe it was Mary Jane's place, which is like the oldest sort of commercial weed shop. And it's pretty expensive. But also, occasionally we've seen a guy with almost like an ice cream truck selling weed out of it. Nice weed, not like a scary ice cream truck, but like a business. Almost like professional looking weed truck, if that could be possible. Mike's Smoke Shop is like a cigarette shop. Most of these are cigarette and water pipe. Yeah, the speed limit is 35. I think more accurately people are going about 40 something when they can. I tend to drive the speed limit or lower because I hate getting a ticket. It's humiliating almost. Also, the real reason you're in Long Beach. You're in Long Beach. Sorry. Your insurance goes up. I was starting I read the chat. God, am I high? No. It was kind of like that, except like it wasn't that. It was actually looked more like an old mail truck. It was that size, and it was like painted like Bondo gray, but in a nice way, if you can imagine that. I think we saw him getting arrested like maybe a couple nights after that. I think the next tour I want to take, and I'm really not joking, is the LA Hood Life tour. I always wanted to take the Dearly Departed tour, but I don't think they exist anymore. I'm gonna try to put together some spookier walks for Halloween. On this channel we used to kind of do historical walks every once in a while. I tried to do it with Laurel Canyon, but the connection was so terrible last week. But I've got a couple ideas for fun stuff in October. And I also want to take you to some really cool graveyards in Los Angeles in October. We've been to Hollywood Forever, of course. I want to go to Forest Lawn. And I also would love to, I'm going to be erasing that song later, so enjoy it. I also want to go to Angeles Cemetery. There are two cemeteries on the other side of the town. One is in Boyle Heights. They're really, really old. Hey, Derek, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hello. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate you. We are live streaming tomorrow. Popeyes. We are live streaming Thursday through, sorry, two people are fighting and I don't want to get involved in that. We'll be live streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. Possibly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Maybe Monday. Because we're going to take the weekend off to go camping. No signal. All right. I feel like I know Justin Root. Go to the Oman house. That fella is cool. Did I already walk by the Oman house? Or do you want us to go some other time? If you guys have places you want me to check out, always feel free to leave a comment under the video because I have access to those. The chat I of course have access to too. It just takes a little more to find it. But always comments are great. A comment if you guys want to hype this video. I know I keep saying that. I've never seen it before until recently. Or, you know, just like and subscribe. It's all good. Hey, Mr. Muggs. Hey, Joe, don't you want to come down here and go to Popeyes with me? And we can run over to Ghirardelli and get dessert. They have the new Darren, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting it's the opposite of my old gimbal. I also have to speed up the pan, but they have these Darren Dare and Dab Ghost Wings, $7.99 with Last Dab Ranch. Delicioso. I know. I don't want to do that. I haven't gotten a ticket, moving violation for easily 14 years. But when I go hard. Like I'll get like 3 at once. That's like I have a mark on me. I remember when I first moved from Boston from New Hampshire to Boston, or Massachusetts. I got like 3 tickets in like 2 weeks, driving back and forth and up to Maine, all for speeding. So my insurance is also super duper cheap because I never drive. And for 1 second I thought I was jaywalking. One time I got a ticket for running a stop sign, and the worst part of that was I was on my way to pick up my boss. I used to work for a company that was based out of Chicago, and whenever they had came to California, or Southern California, I was like the chauffeur. That was not my job, however. I was not a chauffeur. But I would like chauffeur the bosses or my boss around. Always resulting in me getting a parking ticket somewhere or a traffic violation ticket, which I got both. Fortunately, I would just make them pay for my parking ticket. They would not pay for my moving violations. I get like instantly like just psyched out when I see a cop and feel like I look nervous and I'm acting nervous and I look like I have a body in my trunk. Like I shake. They always ask me what I'm on. It's never anything but life. I'm just like, not a good experience for me. I mean, I know I'm not trying to trivialize the experience that African Americans have or other people have with the police by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just never a great feeling. We're walking down Vine now towards Sunset. We're making our way to the freeway. I was gonna stop at Vine, but I'm just gonna continue over to our usual stopping spot. I also, going back to the kind of maybe some creepy walks in October, I'm also gonna download. I have this app on my phone, and it's totally like whatever, but it's called Ghost Speak, and so it picks up on electric magnetic waves or whatever, if it even works. And it like spits out words. And maybe coincidence, maybe it picks up on your location or what you have been talking about, but sometimes the words are wholly appropriate to where you are and what's happening. So we'll try to run that while we're doing the ghost walk. Probably be an evening walk for maximum creepiness. See my stripy outfit, it's just terrible. I am gonna go home and do laundry right now. So we're walking down Vine towards Hollywood. I'm gonna take a left on Selma. I'm just kind of in search of the shade. Equinox is over there. A guy who just came from Equinox is right there. Trader Joe's is accepting some pallets. Hollywood is a real working town. I just don't want to get in the way of their pallet. Oh my gosh, the Bristol Farms doors are open. I've been dying for Bristol Farms to open. I mean, unaliving for Bristol Farms to open. I'm gonna come to the ribbon cutting ceremony for Bristol Farms. I got in 2 car accidents in 1 year, and I had progressive. In one accident, I hit a trash can on a really narrow street. And in my defense, I had just purchased this car like a couple months before, and it was 5 inches wider than the car I had been driving. Also, the car I hit was parked sticking out a little bit. I knocked their bumper off. Again, narrow street. It's called Mansfield. And like, it was a 1993 Subaru What's It. I don't even know what kind of car. Like, worth maybe $900 at this point. They claim that I did $4,000 worth of damage to their car. The bumper corner, like, plastic piece popped out. I actually popped it back in. It might have needed some crazy glue or Laffy Taffy to stick back inside of there, but no way, $4,000. Anyway, and then I got in another accident where somebody was changing lanes and hit the back of my car. My car was a little denty. Their car was totaled. They also tried to blame me. I was already in the lane. Anyway, so my progressive insurance went up. I can't remember the percentage, but it went from like, I don't know, $200 to like $600 for the period. I basically said, F you, and quit. They hadn't even paid me my deductible yet. So basically, I just went to one of those stupid websites that will find you insurance. I'm still getting texts and phone calls from that. Kind of a pain in the ass. And I have Geico now. It's really lovely. I think I pay $206.15 a month. But I drive maybe 5 miles a week. Maybe 14. Actually, the most I probably ever drive a week is 60 miles, but some weeks I drive no miles. My gosh, thank you guys so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. We're walking down to Sunset now. We are in the back of the Pantages Theater. Insurance is such a scam. Like, you pay it for years before, or if you ever use it, and then when you go to use it, and all the time, oh my god, we sound... I'm waiting for my AARP subscription here, but seriously, I just want to say, like, car insurance is and health insurance, like, you pay it for years. Health insurance you should be using every year if you have it. But like car insurance, you pay it for years before you have to use it. Cecilia! Welcome, 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 welcome. This is a surprise afternoon stream. Sorry, I can't totally see the screen. I just see that you're here. Happy Wednesday, Cecilia. But I try to limit my driving as much as possible too. Much to Joseph's dismay. But Joseph doesn't like to drive either. But anyway, you pay it. My point about insurance is you pay for it, and then when you use it, I guarantee to fix my car was like $3,000. I paid more than that in insurance over the years to the same Progressive company. Like, and then you raise my insurance by, I guess, maybe 40% or 50%. That's kind of crazy. Right? Insurance is quite a topic too. Health insurance, car insurance, home insurance. You know, I would love to own a home one day or live in a house again one day. I just don't know that it's possible. First of all, everything's super expensive, but also insurance in California for houses is just nutso. There's always like somebody dropping California as a place that they will insure, or worse. I had like premium health insurance through my job. For years and years and years before Obamacare, I was young. I didn't have health insurance. But at this one particular job, I had Blue Cross, Blue Shield of Massachusetts, like platinum plus a few diamonds, like the most expensive health insurance. And I had to take an ambulance and spend a night in the hospital or more. This was 5 years ago. That's kind of what I feel like too, Cecilia. And I'm not ready to move to Montana. No offense if you live in Montana. But like I kind of... And the Montana thing was just like landlocked. I like the fact that we can get to the ocean and mountains and desert. That's true, Rob. I think there was a special like 10 or 15 years ago. Not a special, but like, I don't know. I've seen it on YouTube. It looked like it was from the 90s. It was like an old 2020 where they visited 3 people who had won the lottery and they were all cursed. Every one of them like was way worse off winning the lottery. It's kind of like the people that get a house from Extreme Makeover. Once they make over your house all extreme style, the taxes get insane on it. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I think the thing to do is become a billionaire and then get someone to manage your money. I think if I ever won the lottery, I'm sure everyone says this, I would probably give most of it away. Or make differences in the things that I think, the things I would like to see change. One thing I always dream of doing if I ever won the lottery was like going into underserved neighborhoods and getting them like fresh groceries, like grocery stores or co-ops or something like that. I remember this more from living in Boston, but when I lived in Boston, it was really kind of easy to come by a grocery store because the city is so small. But here, we went to Watts in South Central on Sunday. I didn't see a whole grocery store the 4 miles that we walked. In downtown LA, there are like 2 grocery stores. One of them is Whole Paycheck. I feel like, going back to Extreme Makeover, I feel like a lot of those people got their houses taken away. There are a lot of sad Extreme Makeover stories. There are also a lot of sad Hell's Kitchen stories too. A couple months ago, YouTube was just feeding us Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay's butt, Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay's butt. Seriously. So we watched. And then we did some research on how many of those restaurants succeeded afterwards. Not a whole, Kitchen Nightmares, not a whole lot did. Like it was doomed. Yeah, we're lucky. But like, there are some places, I'm sure in New York City, and New York City, for sure in Boston, but in Los Angeles too, where there are just like food deserts, places where you cannot get like fresh food. Everything comes from the liquor store, because you know we have tons of liquor stores. I'd rather have McDonald's than Gordon Ramsay stuff too. They're not gonna move. I would just take the HGTV Fancy House money. Also, the HGTV Fancy House is usually in like somewhere I don't know that I would want to be full time. I do love the country. I do love getting away. I do love to be out of the city. It's a great respite. I really wasn't knocking Montana earlier. I would love a trip to Montana. I just couldn't live there. I don't think I would want a house somewhere in the middle of nowhere either. I need to be near some action. I wanna live. Alright, KTLA, they've got their flags flying. One of the many Netflix buildings to our right. Or dollar stores. Yeah, the Dollar General. I can now see the chat again. I'm almost in the shade. I feel like, and this just might be me, but I feel like the 99 cents only stores, those had like a grocery section that actually, you know, had some weird things in it, but like had some normal things. I don't know if I would 100%, I don't really eat hot dogs anyway, unless it's a special hot dog, like wrapped in corn and on a stick. But they had like, you know, milk, eggs, half and half. That is the second time I saw that guy today. I saw him before I started the walk and after I started the walk. He's so sunburned. Like, I don't know if that came across on the camera. The guy in the tank top was so sunburned. I know you're dying to get on the 101 freeway and some traffic, but talking to the guy who in the car. Well, let's see what the traffic is like. We're coming up on the first pass to the 101, then we'll kind of walk along the 101 a little bit. That's where I like to end my streams, with a verse from the Bible? No, not really. You know what else is really good in an air fryer? Raviolis. So good. It's like an appetizer. You just heat up some marinara or some pasta sauce and spray them. Oh, uh-oh, something's happening. We'll get to the other end of it, but looks like the North 101's jammed and the 101 South is completely empty. I wonder what that's all about. I'm gonna just... There we go. I don't know if I'm really in an unstable network. Hey, I will get home safe. Those helicopters are not for me or for anywhere over here. They're probably going to the valley. The craziest helicopter scene sometimes. I'm gonna try one more thing. My connection looks like it's bad. It's a little buffery, but not terrible. Give me 1 second. All right, that should have done the trick. I love vegetable lasagna. Sorry, I am doing everything I can. Okay, maybe that did it. Maybe that didn't. I'm always waiting on a bus. Hey, Chip. You know what? I will, might be being blocked by the Home Depot. I'm so jealous of your free trolleys, I've got to tell you. However, I will say half the time the buses here, the tap thing doesn't work. So they're not supposed to be free. Oh, well, happy birthday. If you can hear me. Well, we love a good Virgo, right? Yeah, like Capricorn. Capricorns and Virgos always get along. Happy birthday. She kind of looked at me like I was talking to her. Maybe it was her birthday too. I hope it was. All right. We're by Joe's favorite Target. I feel like it should be just a quarter to ride the bus or something like that. Just so that they're getting something in return and that people don't take advantage of it. You remember sometimes you would go to a grocery store and they had the shopping carts or trolleys, if you're in England, set up, and you would have to put a quarter in them to unlock them? It was kind of crazy. Hey, Chip, Osgay. Give me one more second. Hey, Simply Sonora. I keep doing that and it goes up for a second and then it just starts to tip down. The signal, that is. Let's see. Oh well, we'll be out of it, I'm sure, in a few. Libras are always fun, also. I don't 100% believe in horoscopes, but I'm open to them. Virgos. I can't imagine. I don't know a Virgo that's really mean. I feel like you'd have to be somewhat This is kind of, the instability is a little bit of a bummer because this is an area that we walk through all the time with T-Mobile, no problem. I'm gonna try one more thing. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I don't really think that it will rain, but we're gonna get a snack in the afternoon in that break between the morning supposed rain and the evening supposed rain, and then if it really rains at night, I might go for a rain walk. We never get to see LA in the rain. I'm so surprised by the weak network right now, because I keep pulling up to check, and it shows strong rain and snack time. Maybe a cozy tomato soup. Right? That's what I'm saying. I usually walk through there and it's not a buffer zone. The one thing is, I used to have a really awesome, huge umbrella, and I broke it. All right, I wanna let me try to check the schedule, the whatchamacallit one more time. So unstable. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. All right, there we go. I just turned the system off that bonds the two networks. I feel like that might have done the trick. What I do is I go back and forth between LTE, 5G, and 5G wide. So usually when I'm stepping off, I'm just switching to one of the other networks. But also I just, I don't know, I think the Speedify, which is what I use to bond the T-Mobile phone to the AT&T phone, I think sometimes messes it up. I think yesterday, or the last time we streamed, it was kind of buffering it because it was using a VPN, which I don't really need a VPN. This isn't top secret. Oh. So here's my word of wisdom. Let's see if I can get across this without somebody slamming on their brakes. That's their chance. You know the Tesla just never stops for anybody because she's an asshole. Anyway, or he, I'm not sure. What's for dinner? I'm actually gonna go home and make lunch. So we have some ground turkey that I cooked last night with onions in it, and I'm gonna add an egg, and then we're gonna have it on top of some salad mix. So I love every time somebody just like runs to get onto the freeway at that little spot and can't stop for a human being. They're driving that fast to sit right down there. So the revenge is always mine. Anyway, my message for today, my freeway thought, we're just Shatner. Boldly go. What a treasure William Shatner was. Is. It's kind of crazy because William Shatner has had an amazingly long career, and I feel like there was a time in my life where he was kind of thought of as a joke. You know, not a very good actor. He kept making albums that he kind of took seriously, but I think he's a really lovely person. Whoa, it is blown out. So, I am going to sign off. I'm going to hopefully be able to do some laundry and charge up. We'll be streaming live tomorrow, probably around the same 12 o'clock time. depending on the rain. I'll post up in the morning for that, so it won't be like an hour before. So tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, I think we might do a little evening walk, depending on what the weather looks like. Saturday daytime, we're going to go to Union Station for the train show. Also go to Calle Aravera and enjoy us some taquitos, fingers crossed. Cooked in real lard, delicioso. So that's their commute update right now. If you're taking the 101 south, you're in good shape. 101 north, you're coming to a standstill. And then Sunday, I'm not sure we're going to do it yet. There are a couple things. I might put up a poll to see what you guys, members, want to do. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I got a sticker for that somewhere. But of course I can't see my screen. We will see you all really, really soon. Thank you so much, members. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us. Please, a like, a subscribe, a hype, whatever that is. Would love any one of those things. I am going to say have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for translating LA Unknown. I'm going to go back and see if I can get any of the ones we missed. I might email you. Have an awesome evening. Maybe we'll see ya. Bye.